Fellow gardeners, what if I told you that the stunning pepper plants you see thriving in my garden, the ones dripping with vibrant fruits and boasting leaves so green they practically glow, aren't the result of some expensive fertilizer or fancy gadget? The secret weapon behind my most incredible pepper harvests isn't something you buy, it's something you make. And today, I'm pulling back the curtain on a method that has transformed my pepper growing game completely. For years I followed the traditional path that most gardeners take. I composted religiously, turned my piles faithfully, and waited patiently for that rich, dark gold we call finished compost. Side-by-side showdown results you can see. The proof, as they say, is in the peppers. Last season, I conducted a controlled experiment that honestly opened my eyes to just how dramatic the difference could be. I planted identical pepper varieties in adjacent beds, one amended with my best traditional compost, the other with fermented bokashi preparations. The results were so striking that even experienced gardeners who visited my plot were amazed. The plants grown with fermented amendments showed remarkable differences from the very beginning. Within 2 weeks of transplanting, the bokashi-fed peppers displayed noticeably deeper green foliage and more robust stem development. By the 4th week, the difference in plant size was unmistakable. The fermented amendment plants were consistently 20 to 30% larger with more vigorous branching. But the real revelation came during the flowering and fruiting stages. The bokashi amended plants not only produced flowers earlier, but they also showed dramatically better fruit set. While the composted plants certainly performed well, the fermented amendment plants were in a league of their own. The peppers themselves were larger, more uniformly shaped, and showed richer coloration. By harvest time, the yield difference was staggering. The fermented plots produced nearly double the weight of peppers compared to the traditional compost beds. Perhaps most impressive was the sustained production throughout the season. While all pepper plants naturally slow their production as temperatures cool, the fermented amendment plants maintain their vigor far longer into the fall, continuing to produce quality fruits weeks after the composted plants had begun their decline. Optimizing your pepper arsenal. Now you might be thinking this sounds complicated, but implementing fermentation for your pepper garden is surprisingly straightforward. Starting your own bokashi system requires just a few components: an airtight container, bokashi bran, available online or at many garden centers, and your usual kitchen scraps and garden waste. The process is as simple as layering organic matter with the inoculated bran in your sealed container, then waiting 2 to 3 weeks for fermentation to complete. The key to success lies in maintaining the anaerobic environment. Unlike composting, you never open the container during fermentation except to add new materials. The process produces minimal odor when done correctly, making it perfect for small spaces or even indoor use. After fermentation is complete, you can either bury the fermented mass directly in your pepper beds or add it to a traditional compost pile for final decomposition. But here's where the real magic happens, combining both methods for ultimate pepper performance. I've found that the most successful approach uses traditional compost as the foundation and fermented amendments as the power boost. Start by preparing your pepper beds with well-aged compost to establish good soil structure and long-term microbial health. Then, throughout the growing season, supplement with diluted bokashi liquid and periodically incorporate fresh fermented matter around your plants. This two-pronged approach gives you the best of both worlds: the stable, long-term soil improvement of composting combined with the immediate bioavailable nutrition of fermentation. Your pepper plants receive consistent baseline nutrition from the compost while getting targeted boosts during their most demanding growth phases from the fermented amendments. The timing of these applications is crucial for maximum impact. Apply diluted bokashi liquid weekly during the early growth phase, then increase to twice weekly during flowering and early fruit development. This coincides with your pepper's highest nutritional demands and can really make the difference between a good harvest and an extraordinary one. The path forward. What excites me most about sharing this method with you is that it represents a shift from simply feeding plants to actually nourishing the entire soil ecosystem. Fermentation doesn't just provide nutrients, it introduces beneficial microorganisms that continue working in your soil long after application. These microbes form symbiotic relationships with your pepper plant's roots, improving nutrient uptake, disease resistance, and overall plant resilience. The beauty of this approach is its scalability. Whether you're growing peppers in containers on a balcony or managing large garden beds, fermentation can be adapted to your situation. As you embark on this journey, remember that gardening is ultimately about experimentation and observation. Start small, document your results, and adjust your approach based on what you see in your own garden. Every growing environment is unique, and part of the joy of gardening lies in discovering what works best in your specific conditions. I encourage you to try this method and share your results with our growing community. The collective knowledge we build together makes all of us better gardeners, and I'm always eager to learn from your experiences and discoveries. Join the revolution. If this guide has opened your eyes to new possibilities in your pepper garden, I'd love to hear about your experiments and successes. Subscribe to our channel for more in-depth gardening techniques that go beyond the basics. And don't forget to share this video with fellow gardeners who are ready to take their pepper game to the next level. Together, we're not just growing peppers, we're cultivating a deeper understanding of what's possible when we work with nature's own processes to unlock the true potential of our gardens. The secret to exceptional peppers isn't just in what you feed them, it's in how you prepare that food for maximum impact. Welcome to the fermentation revolution, and get ready for the best pepper harvest of your life.